Hi, this is Tim, and today we're going to go through how to download and install Rockwell Automation Studio 5000 Logix Designer, which was formerly RsLogix 5000. This is used to program your Compactlogix, your Controllogix, and your RsLogix PLCs. Now, unlike RsLogix 500, there's not a free downloadable version of Studio 5000. Now, there is a free version available that's time limited, and you need to go talk to your local distributor about it if you want to do a little evaluation of it before you purchase. Now, the next thing we want to talk about is software versions. And I can't tell you the times I've gotten a phone call from someone saying, I want to learn Studio 5000, but the software costs $8,000. Top of the line version of the software may cost $8,000, but chances are you don't need top of the line. So we have a lesson on the different versions of Studio 5000. I'll put a link to it in the description. But if we scroll down here, I've listed out all the versions of this and a little description and maybe even a little bit of opinion of which one I think. So the lowest cost version is this Service Edition, and it costs $818. And this version I'm not a fan of. I don't recommend it to anyone because you can only upload, download, and view programs. So you can't do any actual PLC programming or editing. So it's not good for either troubleshooting or for learning. But this next edition here, the mini edition for $954, really covers a good amount. So it covers the Compactlogix version, which is the smaller sibling of the Controllogix, and it does the Compact's RsLogix PLCs for safety. And so for $954, at least that was the list price when I wrote this, you can get into Studio 5000. Now let's talk about downloading and installing the software. So the first thing you're going to need is you're going to need your software license, and that is going to be purchased through your local Rockwell distributor. If you're not sure who that is, at the top of this lesson here, I've got a link to it right here that goes to where you can find who your local distributor is. And the way it pretty much works is you'll purchase the software and then you'll receive an email, and in that email will be instructions on how to download it, your serial number, your product key, all the things that you'll need to get through downloading it. So after you've got that, then you're ready to download your software. And links change a lot, so still there's no better way to find something than Google. So we're just going to Google Studio 5000 Logix Designer Download. And right here at the top, you'll see the Download Center for Rockwell Automation. Also, the second link is my Studio 5000 training, which goes through these various versions that we're talking about in this video. But we're going to click the Download Center. And if you scroll down, you'll see here, use the Product Download and Compatibility Center to find product downloads and much more. And this is a great tool that Rockwell Automation has. So now we can search for that product part number, and if you recall in the versions, that mini edition's part number was 9324-RLD 200ENE. There's RsLogix 5, which isn't what we're looking for. There's 500. And then you're going to see RsLogix 5000. Now this is the older branded version of it. We want to scroll a little further, and right here you're going to see Studio 5000 Logix Designer, and that's what we're looking for. So we're going to click the Downloads button. Now by default, Rockwell Automation only shows the latest version for you to download, but if you click the plus sign right here, you're going to see all the versions available. So in the case of Studio 5000, it goes from version 21 to 32. Now let's say you need a version before version 21. Let's say you needed like 13. That's going to be an RsLogix 5000 software version. So if you just hit the back button, then we could click on RsLogix 5000's downloads, hit the plus sign, and there is version 20, which was the last version of it. And this goes back, well, they go all the way back to version 6 online. But today we're going to download version 32. So we'll just click the Show Downloads button, and right there we're going to download the software. Now there's two things that are going to happen. One, I was already logged in, but first thing you have to do is log in. Now there is no charge to create a sign-on. So you'll log in, And then you're going to need to enter your serial number and your product key, which are going to be on the email that you get when you purchase your license. So you'll need to enter that info, and once you have it entered, you're going to come to a screen that looks very similar to this one. It's going to ask you if you agree to their software license, and if you agree, then click accept. Then you're going to come to your downloads page, and you either choose manage download or direct download. Personally, I always use direct download, and it's probably better now, but I had some issues early on with the managed download, and that's why I've always used direct. And then you're going to be ready to download. And in this case, we have 4 files, which are all about 2 gigs each to download. All right, so now it's downloaded, and I moved it over to my image. And just to give you an idea, that probably took about 45 minutes. So this isn't a quick process. It was 7.5 gigs. And so now I'm going to go into here, and we're going to find the setup.exe file. Then we'll click customize. And really, I think probably all of the default options will work for us. So click next and install. And we're going to agree to a license, and if you agree, then click accept, and then it's going to start installing. All right, it says we're almost there, so we can either activate our software or we can skip the activation. I'm going to skip the activation because, one, I've already activated this one, and I'm actually going to do a new image, and in that, when I do that new image, I'll go through the different activation options.